Alright guys, welcome to Unit 4 in Probabilities and Ratios. Today we're going to look at unit price. And this is a really good kind of life skill to know how to calculate in the real world. And you'll figure out why as we talk about what unit price is. Your I can statement or your goal for this lesson is I can use proportions to calculate unit price in real world problems. And like I said, this is a really good real world skill for you guys to know. Some words worth knowing, we just have one, and that is unit price. And unit price is a unit rate that gives a price to one item. And what that means is that if you think about a 6-pack of pop, the unit price is going to be the price for one of those cans of pop. Okay? How this is useful is, let's say you're at the store and you're comparing two different items. And you have a 6-pack of pop for $5 or an 8-pack of pop for $7. If you know the unit price, it's going to tell you which one is a better deal overall. So one can in each pack, what one can of each pack costs. So like if you need to buy multiple packs, like say you're having a party or something, this is going to tell you in the long run, after you buy multiple packs, which one is actually going to be the better deal, which one is going to save you money. So again, unit price is a unit rate that gives price to one item in a group, okay? They actually give you the unit price most of the times when you go to a store. So next time you're in the store, take a look at the price tag, and it should say unit price, and that'll tell you what is the price for one item. Or a lot of times if you have like a box of cereal, they measure the quantity in ounces. So the unit price is going to tell you what 1 ounce of cereal costs inside of that box, okay? Still a good skill to know because sometimes you go to the store and you can't find those unit prices, and I'm going to show you how to calculate that if they don't give that to you, okay? So first we're going to look at this in a table. So we're looking at number of gallons, so something liquid, and then the price per dollars, and we're going to fill in those missing blanks, okay? So first I see that for 1 gallon, it's $4, okay? So the unit price is $4 per gallon, and that's a good thing to kind of be able to identify, okay? So the unit price for whatever we're talking about is $4 per gallon. Now we're going to continue on filling in those blanks, okay? So now I have 2 gallons. I know it might be really easy math for you to figure out, but you see when we get to our last number, we have a decimal, and that's not the most easy thing to figure out. So we're going to plug it into a formula, okay? So if I have 2 gallons, that's going to be 2 times 4 will tell me the total price. So we know 2 times 4 is 8, okay? So when we get to our next one, we don't have the number of gallons, but they tell us the price. So now I'm going to plug it into my formula again. So I don't know my quantity, I still know my price, and I know the total dollar amount, okay? So now I need to figure out what goes there. To figure that out, we're going to take 12 divided by 4, and that'll fill in my blank. So 12 divided by 4 is going to be 3, because 3 times 4 is 12, okay? So 3 gallons is going to cost me $12 of whatever we're shopping for. Now we come to that tricky decimal, but it shouldn't be too tricky because we're going to keep following that formula, okay? So I know my gallons, so 2.29 times my unit price, so times 4 will give me my total cost. So my calculator, I'm going to go 2.29 times 4, and that'll give me 9.16. So 2.29 gallons of whatever we're shopping for is going to cost me $9.16. Okay? Here is another table. This video is going to pause, and I'm going to ask you to go through and fill in those boxes, okay? Alright, you should have filled in those boxes, and now we're going to go through it together, okay? So, first I'm going to figure out my unit price. I have 1 gallon for $4, so it's $4 per gallon is my unit price. Now I can go ahead and start filling in my blanks. Think back to the formula from the previous slide. So I know my gallons, 2.5, times my unit price, which is 4. So in my calculator, I'm going to go 2.5 times 4 is going to give me 10. So 2.5 gallons is going to cost me $10. For my next box, I see that I'm missing my number of gallons. I'm going to plug it into the formula, okay? So I don't know my number of gallons, but I still know my unit price. So blank times 4, because it's $4 per gallon, it's going to equal 14. To fill in this blank, I'm going to take 14 divided by 4. It's going to give me 3.5. So 3.5 times 4 is going to give me 14. 3.5 gallons is going to cost me $4. For my final blank, I know my gallons, I don't know my price, so plug it in. 25 times 4, because I have 25 gallons, $4 per gallon. 25 times 4 is going to be 100. So that is my cost for 25 gallons of whatever we're shopping for, okay? Here is unit price in kind of a story problem or more of a real world problem, okay? So at Great Grocery, olives cost $5 per pound. 1 pound contains approximately 12 olives, okay? Our first question, what is the unit price in terms of pounds? I don't want you to think about this one too much because they give it to us right away in the problem. Up here I see that they cost $5 per pound, so my unit price is $5 per pound. This problem is very similar to a problem that you'll see in your homework, so pay close attention. If you're using a notebook, try and take some really good notes because this will help you when you get to the homework, okay? What is the unit price in terms of individual olives? So what is my unit price for just 1 olive? To figure that out, it says that 1 pound contains approximately 20 olives. So we have 20 olives. I'm going to take that price that they give us, so $5 for a pound. 1 pound is 20 olives. I'm going to take 5 divided by 20. So 5 divided by 20 is going to give me 0.25. So my unit price per 1 olive is going to be 0.25, 0.25 dollars, so 25 cents per olive. But I'm going to keep it in dollars so I don't have to worry about converting it. Alright, so what is the cost of 1.5 pounds of olives? I'm going to look back at problem 8 because this is where I dealt with pounds by unit price per pound. So what is the price for 1.5 pounds of olives? I'm going to look at my unit price per pound. So it's 5 times my amount of pounds, so 1.5. In my calculator, I'm just going to plug that in. So 5 times 1.5 is going to give me 7.5, so $7 or 50 cents, and that's what 1.5 pounds is going to cost me. Make sure you're including in that dollar signs for my units. How many individual olives can be purchased for $3? So this is where I'm going to look at B, because that's where I figured out my price per 1 olive. To figure that out, I want to hit $3. I know that 1 olive cost me 25 cents. So what I'm going to do is take 3, because that's the number I want to hit, and divide it by 0.25 or 25 cents. So 3 divided by 0.25 is going to give me 12 olives. So how many olives is going to take to hit $3? 12 olives. Now it says how many individual olives can be purchased for $1.25. The video is going to pause and I'd like you to answer that question, okay? So how many individual olives can be purchased for 0.25? What you're going to do is take that 1.25, because that's the dollar amount I want to hit, and divide it by 0.25, because that's the price per 1 olive. So 1.25 divided by 25 is going to be 5. So 5 olives is how many olives I can get for $1.25. Okay? So your homework is going to be 11-1 or 11.1 homework, and it's going to be called Copy 1, and you should be able to find this on Google Classroom. Okay, so try your best. Again, since I'm not in person with you, you can ask your sub for help, or you can always text me or email me because I can't be with you guys. So good luck on your homework. Try your best, and have a good rest of your day.